And here we are. Turn this fan off. Just in case it's making noise. Yeah, today, 10 o'clock, replacing the water pump on my truck. It's been making some noise, just a little chirping noise for quite some time, intermediately. But it got to where, after driving it extended amount of time, it was a constant chirping noise. Not a bad one, but you know, something that you don't like. And this is the pump that just come off. It's really tight versus the one I'm putting on, which is a lot looser. So we have put the gasket on here, put just a little bit of an adhesive on it, form a gasket seal, just a little bit, just so that little gasket will stay on there when I pick it up. Bring it over here with my shaky hands, drop it down in here, and put it in. Now, have things gone wrong already? Of course. First thing, drop my ratchet all the way down to bottom of the ocean. Could not reach it. Could not. So how did I fix that problem? Where is my fix? Oh, here it is. A magnet on a string. Something. But it was just almost not strong enough. But I got it. So I'm gonna let that stuff kind of set up for about 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna slap her back on there. And of course, I failed to get more antifreeze. I don't know why. I mean, I got the pump, I got a thermostat. You don't replace a thermostat in these newer vehicles. You replace the whole assembly. Yeah. When I say newer vehicles, this thing's 8 years old. So anyhow, well, hopefully the next time I check in, she'll be purring like a Silverado. Yeah. Okay, you see this? My nose normally don't look like this. No, it doesn't. I know I'm ugly, but it normally doesn't look like I've did a nosedive across the carpet. That's because when I was breaking that idler arm loose to loosen up the serpentine belt, my wrench slipped out of there, caught me right in the bridge of the nose. People, it bled. That was the first issue. Okay, update. New pump is on. Right there. Replaced the temperature sensor, I think is what that's called, right there. I mean, didn't have any problem with the one that was in there, but it come with the kit. So I figure, well, I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. And now I'm putting the new thermostat assembly on there. But now, I did my research. I watched YouTube channels, folks. And the YouTube channel, the video I watched, the kit come with new bolts for the water pump. Well, mine didn't. So, of course, I don't think there's any issue with the bolts that were in it. I didn't over torque them. This is aluminum. You over torque aluminum, you're not necessarily going to break a bolt. You're going to strip threads. So ask me how I know. I'm a machinist. But now the thermostat assembly come with brand new shiny bolts. So anyway, it didn't come with a new gasket, but this is an in place gasket, so I'm gonna use that. Oh, and when I was taking all the stuff off, I did shove paper towel down there and make sure nothing fell down in there, because the level of pissed off I would have been to have to try to take this back off and fish something out of there would have been to a level of pissed off I ain't been to in probably 15 or 20 minutes. So we're gonna put this new thermostat housing on there and button everything back up. You know, I didn't get more antifreeze. I don't know why. I guess I just had one of them dumbass moments. Onward. Anytime you do any type of mechanical work, always inspect what you're putting on in comparison to what you took off. Now I'm gonna give just a little bit of preview here. Can anybody see the difference? And I only realized this when I got the new one to put it on. The part seemed to be the same. Nothing squirrely about the part. But remember when I said it looked like it had a gasket in place? Which it does. But look, the new one has that same gasket. The old one, the gasket is missing. Now, I could have went ahead and installed this over that other gasket. And you know what would have happened? It would have leaked. A gasket is very important, but too much gasket is not good. So always pay attention to what you're doing anytime you're working. That's life in general. Okay, so she's running as smooth as a sewing machine. Of course, I didn't get video of the chirping noise. But that's what it sounded like, a little cricket. And, so I'm gonna wrap this thing up and say it's a done deal. Hey, give me a like, I appreciate it. Jeff Eubanks, bye-bye.